Valerie, are you alright? Everyone seems to be getting sick lately, and I hate for you to sit out of the show.
Yeah, it's flu season, and I've already been absent several times this week, but a little bit of sickness won't stop me from anchoring.
Glad to hear that you're so dedicated to APN. Well, I'm McKenna.
And I'm sick. Valerie, and welcome to Show 9.
College Board has recently introduced an entirely new AP system, streamlining and digitizing the entire process. New deadlines have been set, making October 25th the last day to purchase regular AP exams for the price of $110. Prices will increase, so purchase a test sooner than later, Apaches.
Today's the last day of SCAC's annual Fall Money Drive for the White Mountain Apaches. Drop some change in the jar at the front of your room during 5th period. And remember, a little goes a long way.
As the protests in Hong Kong continue to rage, China's censorship campaign abroad has only further intensified. Here's Roger with more information.
After over 130 days of protests, the Chinese government has begun cracking down on American companies to limit worldwide interest on Hong Kong's plea for democracy. On October 4th, the general manager of the Houston Rockets, Daryl Morey, sparked controversy with China when he tweeted his support for the protests in Hong Kong, which began as a demonstration of disapproval to a controversial bill that would allow criminal suspects to be extradited to mainland China and tried under Chinese courts.
The GM of the Houston Rockets, his name is Daryl Morey. He tweeted support for the Hong Kong protests. And as a result, the Chinese government cut off all ties with the NBA as a sign of punishment and protests against his comments. And so the NBA came down on the side of we want our players to keep their mouth shut, our employees to keep their mouth shut, so we don't take a position on this matter.
However, the NBA is not the only one bowing down to the Chinese government. The video game giant Blizzard Entertainment also kowtowed to China's demands.
So to my knowledge, there's a game called Hearthstone, and some guy named Blitz Chung in a tournament, and he used that avenue as a way to voice his political opinion in support of the Hong Kong protests. And then Blizzard immediately shut him down and took away his prize money and banned him from the game.
Although more and more companies continue to bow down to censorship pressure from China, others have cited to advocate for free speech, such as the animated cartoon South Park, the video game company Epic Games, and the energy drink company Red Bull. As China continues to pressure companies to comply with their demands, the future remains unknown as to what may happen next. In the meantime, this has been Roger, and back to you guys in the studio.
Interested in programming, graphic design, or editing? The app development team is looking for you. Head over to the lecture hall at lunch next Tuesday, October 22nd if you're interested in joining.
In an attempt to prevent sparking major wildfires in Northern California, an intentional power outage took place, angering many residents. Here's Valerie, my coworker, with more info.
Shelters were full, schools were closed, and more than 2 million people were left in the dark. On October 8th, Pacific Gas and Electric, a utility company, temporarily turned off all power services, deeming it as a public safety power shutoff. Having taken intensive blame in the past for starting destructive wildfires, Pacific Gas and Electric was determined to prevent another one by shutting off power to a large area of Northern California.
Some of the investigations they did were conclusive that some of the wildfires could have been caused by power lines. There's certain criteria that needs to be met. If there's red flag warnings, which means if there's low humidity, predicted winds, power companies will actually alert power customers that a potential shutdown could happen.
PG&E kept major hospitals and stores open, though turned off power to many residential homes.
If you look at the big picture, the threat of a whole city burning down like Paradise, California is not worth the risk.
After this power outage, many residents were left asking whether or not blackouts would slowly start becoming a routine, as climate change makes wildfires more frequent and intense. This is only the beginning. A decision such as this one may spark again in the future. As for now, this has been Valerie, back to you guys in the studio.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Val, are you sure? You sound like you're dying.
No, I'm not literally dying, but I am dying to go to the haunted house tonight at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay. I think you need some medication and a break.
Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, and now Google is entering gaming. Let's load onto Tharoon with the details of Google Stadia.
Google has joined the fight in the console war, but this time it's not necessarily a console. Google Stadia is a cloud gaming service capable of streaming video games at 4K resolution at 60 frames per second with high dynamic range support to players through Google's many data centers scattered throughout the globe. Games like Destiny, Assassin's Creed, and other large titles will be accessible on PC, TVs, smartphones, tablets, and Google Chromecast.
The benefit of Google Stadia is Google Stadia allows users to play big game in any devices they have. And the problem Google Stadia had is that users need a very strong internet connection in able to play it. If Google Stadia works out, the gaming we're going to go to the next level.
Google Stadia will launch this November in 14 countries with a price of $9.99 per month.
Thanks, Tharoon. Once a year, all the orchestras in the district gather for one special night at the PAC. The Fall String concert is tonight at 7, so come show your support. Tickets are only $5 and can be bought at the door.
Oh no, don't tell me you're getting sick too.
I don't know. I really hope not.
Well, even with the cold going around, it seems like they're turning up the heat on
Sports.
I sure do hope I don't get sick, but I'll never get sick of our athletes here on Apache Sports. Our Lady Apache took on our rivals Crescenta Valley at home on senior night, and it was a fun one to watch. In a filled gym on senior night, our girls were focused and prepared for the game. First, let's take a look at this year's graduating class. Monet Latunde, Natalie Jensen, Shaylee Johnson, Alara Burrell, and Kate Ruiz. It was awesome to see your family and friends come out and support you on your one and only senior night. Great season, seniors, and good luck in the future. Now to the game. After losing to Crescenta Valley earlier in the season in 5 sets, the ladies were ready for revenge. Our Apaches came out scorching. Powerful spikes from the team, but also senior Monet Latunde, and more great digs from our libero, Lily Gustafson, were too much for Crescenta Valley. Trailing by as much as 5 in the 3rd set, Arcadia came back strong and finished the match, beating the Falcons in the final set and winning the game with a clean sweep of 3-0.
It's really great to be able to play our last game here and have everyone come support us and play our rivals.
We had our libero got hurt and we had no passers, and that energy that brought us that we could do it really helped. I mean, we were down and we came back with no libero, which was amazing.
Fantastic job, girls, and good luck in CIF. Moving from the court to the starting line, Arcadia ran hard to fight off their competition. Yesterday, our cross-country team raced in their 2nd league meet of the season. Going up against tough teams like Crescenta Valley, Pasadena, and Burbank, our Apaches rose up to the competition and performed admirably. Girls varsity placed 4th overall, being 10 points behind the 3rd place Burroughs, while boys varsity placed 3rd, 10 points behind Burbank, who placed 2nd.
The race for us was kind of hard, but we also worked really hard, so...
Yeah, and we came in with a better attitude this time.
So for the rest of the season, we're looking forward to getting a lot stronger so that when league finals and state come along, we'll be in a position to win.
And we're also looking forward to having the majority of our team come back. Members like Aaron Lee.
We miss Aaron.
And Eli Gladson-Pay.
Great job, Apaches. This has been Harrison. Now back to McKenna and Val.
Hey, that wasn't so bad. We're almost done with the show.
Thank goodness. I can't believe I made it this far.
You need to stay hydrated and take better care of yourself.
Yeah, and so do you guys. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to follow us on our social media platforms listed down below to stay tuned to future shows, events, and more. This has been Valerie.
And this has been McKenna.
Stay healthy, Apaches.